Hey guys, and welcome back to yet another video on the Simple and Quality Lifestyle. And today we are discussing the 5 most important emotional needs of women in relationships or in marriages. So before wasting any more time, let's just get right into it. The first need is affection, and this is on top of the list. Most women go into relationships because they are looking for affection. They're looking for someone to show them that they love them, to tell them that they love them, to check up on them, someone to cuddle with, to hold hands with. These are non-sexual gestures that you show to your woman, that you do for your woman to show her that you love her. So actions include things like holding hands, soft touches, hugging, kisses, cuddling, sitting close to her, with your arm around her waist, telling her that she's beautiful, telling her that she's intelligent, complimenting her on the way she's dressed, and complimenting her on her cooking skills and things like that. Affection is the most important emotional need, and if you are a man and you are depriving your wife or your woman of this, shame on you. So the second most important emotional need for women in relationships or marriages is intimate conversation. So having intimate conversation with your wife, it's something that she needs, as a woman. That women and chacharach goes hand in hand. But sometimes she needs to have that conversation with you as a partner. So you need to set aside time every day to talk to your wife. So if it's after work, make sure that you set time aside to just sit and talk to her about your day, talk to her about how you're feeling, talk about future plans, talk about your kids, talk about everything. So it's something that you need to do with her because she has that need as a woman. That's why, if she doesn't get that from you, she will go and cause trouble with the neighbors. Jiggy jiggy, she's fighting with the neighbor's lady. Or to talk about, generally talk about general stuff like your family, your goals, set goals together. Talk about your past, talk about your future plans, talk about your kids, gossip, all those kind of things that you need to do that with your wife. If you don't have a heart to heart every now and then with your wife, just know that you are depriving her. The need for a woman to talk to someone intimately is in the same level as the need for a man to have sexual relations. So this needs, compromise. So if you are a man, you need to compromise and set time aside to sit down, talk to your wife. The third emotional need of a woman is honesty and openness. So a woman needs a partner who will be honest and who will be open with her. There is nothing worse than finding out something about your partner from someone else, and this is something that you should have heard from him. So make sure that whatever it is, she hears it from you. So this is why I do not support this thing of, if I find out that my friend's husband is doing something and then I run to her to tell her. I believe that it's something that she should hear it from him. Even if it takes time, trust me, she will find out. You can go and give a warning to say something like, my friend, please be careful of so and so. But don't be that person who goes and tell people that their partners are up to no good. So yeah, make sure that you are open. If you ran into your ex and you went out for a lunch or whatever, tell her. If she finds out and she didn't find out from you, then it just looks suspicious. Also, make sure that your wife knows your schedule, where you are at all time and where you will be. Not necessarily that she has to keep tabs on you, or you have to tell her each and every step you take, but make sure that she knows that, okay, today I might leave work and go to a certain place, or you're having a work lunch or whatever, don't be those people who leave work and then maybe you decide as a team that you're going somewhere to have lunch or dinner, and then somebody calls your wife and be like, hey, I just saw your husband at this and this and this place, and maybe it's after work and she didn't even know. Like, that is not right, guys. Make sure that your wife knows where you are or where you will be. Even if maybe somewhere, somehow, then you lost track of time, that is fine. But at least she should have known that you are going to leave, you're going to leave the office, or you are going to be at a certain place. If you are honest with little things, then if there's something big and there's no proof, or maybe someone comes to you and say your man did this, your man did that, because you've been honest with her before, she will give you the benefit of the doubt, and she will take your word for it. So it starts with being open and being honest. The fourth emotional need of women in a relationship or in a marriage is family commitment. Make sure that you commit enough time and energy to your family. Make sure that you spend time with your wife, spend time with your kids. You invest your time in raising your children. Make sure that you commit time to the moral and educational development of your kids. Make sure that you know what's going on with your children. If there's a meeting at school, your child is a sport, there's a parents teacher meeting, PTA, don't just send your wife alone. You also need to be there. If at church there's a program for kids, and then you send your wife, and you send your wife with the kids to go attend the thing, make sure that you also, if you can, unless if you're busy with other things, but make sure that you also prioritize your time, for your kids and for your wife. Weekends, it's good to socialize, spend with other guys and spend with friends, but make sure that you also invest or set aside time to spend with your wife and children. Don't just tell your wife to take the kids to the park. You also need to be there. It's good for the development of the kids. It's good for creating a strong bond between you and your kids, and between your whole family unit, and also to make your bond, to create a strong bond between you and your wife. So yeah, make sure that you're committed to your family. You know what's going on. Don't just take care of your family financially, also be a part of all the other aspects of your family. The last emotional need for women in relationships or marriages is financial support. So make sure that you provide essential financial support for the family. Fortunately, we live in a society where women are also, bringing in financial support in the family. But make sure that you work together to reach your financial goals. Plan, your finances together, and make sure that your wife has everything she needs to make your house a home. Not necessarily everything, but whatever you can, to make sure that you give her, because a woman will turn a house. You give her a house, she turns it into a home. You buy food, she will give you a meal. So make sure that she has all those essentials to make your home more comfortable for the whole family to enjoy, spending time together. And don't forget to buy her gifts every now and then. It's really important that your wife feels appreciated. Buy her gifts, go on date nights. That also will strengthen your relationship, keep the spark in your marriage. I know, especially for Black men, this doesn't come naturally, and for men in general, it doesn't come naturally, because for the longest time, relationships were all about taking care of the men's needs. It's high time men also take the initiative to find out what the needs of women are, and take that seriously. It's high time that as a couple, you meet each other halfway. You cannot be the only one benefiting from the relationship and your woman is emotionally starved. Make sure that your woman is not starved. Make sure that your woman emotionally is happy. Make sure that you are feeding her emotional needs. as her partner. So yeah, so that's it from me today. Thank you for watching until the end, and thanks for watching. See you again in the next video. Bye.